is good, y'all? What is good? Welcome back to Liquid Load TV, where fuel hauling is made simple, no spills, just skills. I am sorry, y'all. I was supposed to been posted a video back on the channel, but I have taken a little break from YouTube. Lately, I've been starting late. Well, a couple weeks ago was my wife's birthday weekend, so I didn't post at all. I was busy with that, and then I was starting late or whatever, and I just didn't feel like doing no videos. Plus, I'm remodeling. Well, we are remodeling the house, so I've been focusing on that. But I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. I just came with a little video. I want to talk to y'all about what fuel haulers should be making in 2025. And this is solely based on the risks, responsibilities, and we're gonna talk about the industry standards, like what the industry. Sorry, y'all, I'm at home. I just got off work. I started at 8 p.m. last night, so I'm just getting home at 7 a.m. But yeah, so we're going to talk about the industry standards based on, I guess, what the industry thinks we should be making out here. I'm going to talk about the industry and my opinion, what I personally think fuel haulers should be making. And this is solely local. I can't talk about OTR or regional fuel haulers, none of that. This is just my opinion with local drivers, local company drivers. Well, I'm not technically, I'm kind of a company driver, but I'm basically an independent contractor with the company I'm with. I don't know, I'm not W2 anyway. I can't speak for owner operators or whatever, but I am going to get into because I used to work under owner operator, so I know what he was making. Anywho, we're gonna do a little mukbang. I'm eating my breakfast this morning. So, what fuel haulers should be making, local fuel haulers in 2025. So as y'all know, fuel hauling, it's a dangerous, as one of the most dangerous jobs in the trucking industry. You're literally hauling I call it a liquid bomb. Like, you're literally hauling a bomb. So you should be making like top tier. I don't care if you just starting out, no experience hauling tanker, fresh out of school. I don't care. You chose to drive tanker. The company wants to hire you as a entry level. They can pay you not an entry level because of the risks and all the stuff that you have to go through. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. And fuel hauling is not no regular truck driving job. It's not like driving a drive-in. I've driven a drive-in. I've driven sandbox. That's step deck sandbox. I've driven pneumatic tanker. What else? I think that's all. Yeah, that's all I've driven. And this fuel hauling is a different animal, a totally different animal. Like, you have to be so much more cautious out here on these roads. If a four-wheeler cuts you off, like, it's different with a tanker. If a four-wheeler cuts you off in a tanker, like, you have to deal with the sloshing, it's not back and forth with the fuel tanker, because you got baffles in there. So it's more side to side. You got to deal with that. If a four-wheeler cuts you off, like, it's just so much stuff you got to deal with. You got to deal with all the environmental risks. You gotta work. This ain't no regular 9 to 5. Like, I know we local out here. This ain't no regular 9 to 5 tankers. Like tankers, fuel delivery is 24/7, 24/8, 365. Like if you're like the company I'm with, I basically, because I'm an independent contractor, I basically choose my schedule. Like I'll tell them if I want to work holidays, or if they need me to and I can, I'll come in on a holiday. Like I don't have to, but some of these other companies out here, like you have to work holidays. Like holidays are mandatory. Maybe not the major holidays like Christmas. Christmas. Shoot, even Thanksgiving. Well, I don't know, because the company I'm with, they're Muslims, so they don't celebrate all the holidays that we celebrate. So you got to deal with working holidays, working nights. Like look at me. The driver I slip seat with, he started late. I mean, not started late, but he finished later. So that means I start later, and it's like a domino effect. Like I'm just not getting off. And then I got more loads tonight I gotta do. So that means I gotta start later again. But anywho, it's just so much stuff you gotta deal with a tanker. Let's get to the industry standards. So the industry standards state that fuel haulers should be making between 70 and 100,000 annually, based on the region and I guess the company, basically. My opinion, I think the minimum, no experience at all, it doesn't matter. Experience is not a factor in this. I think the minimum that you should be making is $90K a year. That's minimum. Not 85, not nothing under 90. That's just that, because you just gotta assess the whole career. Like with fuel hauling, you gotta assess the whole career. Industry standards based on Texas, California. I got some notes, y'all. Based on Texas, California, and Northeast, the top fuel haulers, they're making between $1,800 and $2,500 per week. Now, Texas, are y'all making it? I know I got some Texas drivers that watch me. Texas drivers, are y'all making it? I can't speak for California and the Northeast, but this is according to industry standard. Are y'all making it? Just chime in below if you are making it. I know I'm with a smaller company, so I don't have no like sign-on bonus, safety bonuses, and all of that stuff. But we do get paid. Well, I get paid by the load, and we get paid like if we have wait times or down times, breakdown or whatever. We get paid for that. We also get paid like if we if we gotta move the truck, like if we're on a delivery and they have it, and the diesel drops is like around the store, we gotta move the truck, we get paid for that. Yeah, so that adds up. I like getting paid by the load. It's really dope. But if you're hourly, I would say you should be around 30 to 40 an hour if you're hourly. Paid by the load is just whatever the company, whatever percent the company is giving you from that load. And I know these loads be paying. These loads is high paying loads. So if you're getting paid by the load, you better be getting paid that money. You better be getting paid that money. I love getting paid by the load though. Let's see what else I got. Yeah, I think that's all I got for y'all. That's my little spiel on what fuel haulers should be making. Oh, I got some red flags for y'all. If y'all just starting out, these little kids getting on the bus. Sorry, y'all. Red flags to look out for. Companies offering low mileage rates or flat daily rates that don't match your hours worked. Look out for that. So if you're getting paid, like I'm getting paid by the load, if it's not matching up like the hours that I'm working, that ain't gonna work. Look out for that. If you're a regular company driver, they don't have hazard pay, PTO, they don't have benefits, for this high risk job. Like, this is a very high risk job. I can't stress that enough. Excuse me, y'all. Companies that don't pay for wait times. Yeah. Like, you should always if you gotta wait, I know if I gotta wait an hour or more, I gotta get paid for it. Like, that's just that. Because that's an hour waiting. Hour when you out here fuel hauling feels like a 5-hour delay. Like, tanker haulers, y'all chime in. Y'all know. Especially if you in the DFW area. Ooh-wee. And I know I just talked to the driver that just got in the truck after I got out, and he got Dallas loads, and starting right now is insane. But hey, it happens when you slip seat. You can't always stay on the routine schedule. But I know when I was on morning shift, I used to start at between 2 and 3 in the morning, like, period, point blank, because I can't stand traffic. I cannot stand it. So by the time traffic start, I'll be done. I'll probably have maybe 1 or 2 loads left. Like, that's how I did it. But these guys can't get up there early. They can't get up there early. But yeah, y'all, if you just starting out, I think y'all should basically, I don't know, don't be afraid to negotiate your pay. These companies know what risks you're taking driving these tankers every day. Like, they know exactly. You need to be compensated based on the risk. That's just that. And that's why I cannot, I don't know. I learned to stay away from these big mega companies when I was OTR. Like, when I was OTR, when I first started trucking, I started out with, what did I start with? Yeah, I started with US Express when I first started. When I first got my CDL, I started with US Express. From there, I went to a kind of a regional company. But when I was OTR, driving the reefer trailers and all of that, man, those Chicago companies, those companies around, like, what is it, Bolingbrook, all of that, they pay. If y'all OTR drive in, that's just some little tips for y'all. Companies out of Illinois, Chicago area, they pay. But anywho, if you fuel hauling and you ain't seeing the pay that reflects the risks that this job requires, you need to go back to the drawing board. Talk to somebody, because you need to be compensated. You need to be compensated. But what y'all think down below? What's a good starting yearly pay? It doesn't matter experience, none of that. It does not matter. What y'all think below? What do y'all think? Like I said, starting minimum 90. Minimum 90. 90 plus. But anyhow, I'm about to get in this house, take a shower, and go to sleep. I will holler at y'all on the next one. Peace. Real quick, y'all. I'm sorry. I said I was going to talk about the owner op that I was working under. His pay. So I saw one of his, I was going to cash my check. Well, I was trying to open up a bank account can't talk, can't think. Sorry, I'm sleepy. I was trying to open up a bank account with the bank that the company I work for banks with. That's who they sign their checks. I get a paper check and I just go cash it. Anyway, I was trying to open up a bank account, and I don't remember why the lady showed me one of the scanned in checks, but one of them checks was a little over 10 bands. So let's see. This is for owner op. With the company I'm with. They no longer hire owner ops, so don't even try. I wish they did. So we get paid twice a month. So that's 20,000. Let's do 20,000 times. This is just based off that one check that I saw. 20,000 times 12. Let's just say that's 240,000. This is based off that one check I saw for owner ops fuel hauler. 240,000. That was for him and the company that I'm with. So get with a company that's gonna pay. Can't stress it enough. All right, y'all. I'm out.